Alright guys, so today I'm going to be putting in the cage and just kind of got everything geared up. Got the cutting wheel over there and this thing's still kind of charging, so I am not going to take you over there and show you, but I kind of marked it off, and in a minute after this thing charges for a little while I will take you over there and show you. But I got this cage from S&W and I've had it for a couple of years, and that's the top hoop right there. And that's the hoop that's going to go around the back. But it is so tall you can't get it in there, so I'm going to have to cut it to even get it in. But you know, it's time that the OS 10 gets a little bit of a cage in there, and that way I don't get in trouble. And you know, better safe than sorry. So that's going to be the bar, the one in the floor that's still tacked to the top hoop that goes around the back of the cab. Try to save room for your seat as much as possible. So that one is going to be welded to that guy. But first of all, I've got to get these holes cut in the floor. I'm not going to use the circle, so I'm just going to use the straight disc and just cut it. You may be able to see it right there. Just going to cut that bad boy. I haven't really taken everything out of the truck. There's still a lot of stuff in there, but you know, right now, today, I've kind of allotted, hey, this project's going to take a while. Probably going to take a good 6-10 hours if I, you know, measure once, cut once, and boom, done. But I will already tell you that hoop from S&W is not, it is not straight, guys. And so I wish it was, but it's not. And so anyway, but here we go. I'm going to go start cutting. I've kind of marked everything with a pin. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. And hopefully it'll go pretty easy. But, you know, these things are never quite going exactly like you have it in your mind. And it's usually easier said than done, and the way you see it going, it doesn't go. I am not a welder, fabricator at all. This is like my first roll cage I ever put in. Done some work out in the garage with my dad, or in the shop at the farm. But anyway, I got some tie down, so I'll hold everything in place once I kind of get it a little bit tacked somewhat, and I'm just going to MIG it. I don't know, I may TIG it, I don't know. We'll see how good I'm feeling. I got a couple pieces of scrap that I'm going to play with first, but probably just going to MIG. And it's mild steel, not chromoly. Well, like I said, I got it from S&W, and it's a 10-point cage, I believe, mild steel, and so it's good to 850. It'll serve. Now, there's a couple things in the rules. As far as bolts go, they have to be a 3/8 bolt, I do believe, if you're going to bolt it. Some guys are going to bolt it. I thought about making a bolt plate for this to where, you know, you can get it in and out, but I'm like, you know, once this thing's in there, I don't really foresee it coming out. So I don't think I'm going to take the time to drill the holes, bolt it, all that. I think I'm going to clean off the frame and actually weld it. Plus, that's going to give it more strength in my mind than 4 bolts on each corner. But if it goes in sequences, then I may end up doing bolts, but we'll see. I bought the one that goes around the dash. I should have went through the dash, but it's got the 2 bins that go around the dash and down to the floor. So it'll have 4 spots, 4 outriggers that are going to be welded to the frame. And you know, if things don't go the way I planned, it may change at any point in time, but for now, it's kind of the way I see it going in my head, at least. So, yeah, well, I'm going to get going. I think that's enough talking for now. guys. So now you can kind of see I've got that hoop in there, and so there's kind of how I cut those holes, so you can kind of get an idea. I took down all my wiring, I broke some stuff, but don't mind all that. But now I'm going to get this thing ratchet strapped up and kind of held in place and kind of begin to make some tacks, get that halo in there, and guys kind of begin to make some headway. So anyway, there's kind of what it looks like, you know, in all their beaut. But not bad, not bad, just filthy dirty farm truck, you know. So anyway, but that's what there is to it, guys. I had to take a little bit off just to get it to clear, and then it was a little bit of a balancing act to get it to clear, but it did. So onto the halo. Alright guys, well working on getting this thing all put in. I just got it held together right there. It's not tacked or anything yet. I'm just kind of measuring, getting everything kind of fit, and I got the bars that go right across right here in front, and so I've got to measure those up, but just kind of looking at fitment for a minute, and my seat's gonna fit. So I'm gonna put my 5-point harness in. I'll probably just cut a hole in the seat and bring it up through the floor. I don't think it's gonna matter a whole lot, but you know, you never know. I mean, that's a cement seat right there, so I'm just kind of glad, you know, it still keeps the super look. That's the factory seat from 1982, and that's how I kind of just got everything kind of held in place right now. So anyway, coming along though, and I got a little bit of work to do right down here. I'll make another video here in a minute, and I'll talk about, you know, how much you want to cut, where you want to cut, why you want to cut. Right now, my Ingenuing, I got her on a jack stand. Works great. Its main hoop's kind of hard, so I had 2 of them from old Whitey over there, and I just put them up on that, and I leveled it. You can tell it's actually kind of level, and stuff just takes time, guys. It's not hard. I'm amazed at kind of how that fits. Just pretty snug in there. So anyway, I'm kind of proud. Like, I'm impressed. I got a little bit of final tweaks to do. I'm going to keep the factory seat belts. Obviously, they're going to get to stay. I didn't think they would, but they're going to. And, you know, yeah. So anyway. So the name of the game now, let's take all the stuff back out. It's kind of how this thing always goes. What goes in must come out. So anyway, I know I haven't shown a whole lot from the bottom yet, guys, but I will get there. I'm going to have to take all this back out, do some cutting, and get everything ready to finally start tacking up, cleaned up, grind down. So I'm going to change my, I only have one cutoff wheel, so it's going to go more to the grinder than the cutoff. But it's coming along. I actually feel like it's possible now. I still kind of have to figure out where I want this bar. So these are the front post bars, as I told you guys, are bent. So L1, S1. It's the only marking I see on it. But it's, in essence, it's going to come down and it'll attach to the hoop up top. So it'll kind of go over and above, around instead of down and through. That's the only one labeled. coming. Craftsman. Well, I'm kind of tempted just to see if it'll catch on fire, but part of me is like, it's probably not the smartest idea. Because, I mean, it gets... Huh. Well... Yep, we're done. Tired of messing with it. It was doing pretty good.